Waves assessment task. Reflection. When the light from an object is reflected by a surface, it changes direction. It bounces off the surface at the same angle as it hits it. Smooth and shiny surfaces, like mirrors and polished metals, reflect light well. Light reflects from a smooth surface at the same angle as it hits the surface, and the reflected light rays travel in the same direction. This is called specular reflection. For a rough surface, reflected light rays travel in all directions. This is called diffuse reflection. The inside of a spoon is an example of a concave mirror. These mirrors are used in certain types of astronomical telescopes called reflecting telescopes. When parallel light rays hit a concave mirror, they reflect inwards towards a focal point. Each individual ray is still reflecting at the same angle as it hits that small part of the surface. Absorption. Absorption is a physical or chemical phenomenon, or a process in which atoms, molecules, or ions enter a bulk phase. Also the process where one substance takes up another substance, such as a gas or liquid, through minute pores or spaces between its molecules. A paper towel takes up water, and water takes up carbon dioxide by absorption. Molecules undergoing absorption are taken up by the volume and not by the surface. All known transparent substances show absorption to some extent. For instance, the ocean appears to be transparent to sunlight near the surface, but becomes opaque with depth. Electromagnetic spectrum. The electromagnetic spectrum is a range of frequencies of electromagnetic radiation and their respective wavelengths and photon energies. Electromagnetic radiation is a form of energy that is all around us and takes many forms, such as radio waves, microwaves, gamma rays, and X-rays. Sunlight is also a form of electromagnetic energy, but visible light is only a small portion of the EM spectrum, which contains a broad range of electromagnetic wavelengths. EM radiation is created when an atomic particle, such as an electron, is accelerated by an electric field, causing it to move. The movement produces oscillating electric and magnetic fields which travel at right angles to each other in a bundle of light energy called a photon. Refraction. Refraction is the bending of light. It happens with sound, water, and other waves, as it passes from one transparent substance to another. It is also deflection from a straight path undergone by a light ray or energy wave in passing obliquely from one medium into another, in which its velocity is different. The bending by refraction makes it possible for us to have lenses, magnifying glasses, rainbows, and prisms. Even our eyes depend upon this bending of light. Without refraction, we would not be able to focus light into our retina. Light refracts whenever it travels at an angle. Wavelength versus frequency. Frequency defines the total number of occurrence of oscillations in a unit time, while wavelength is defined as the length of a wave, measuring the point of one end of a wave to the same point on an adjacent wave. Frequency measures the time, whereas wavelength measures the distance. The measuring unit of frequency is hertz, and the unit for wavelength is nanometers. Both wavelength and frequency are the two terms used in reference to any waveform. The crucial difference between wavelength and frequency is that frequency shows the total amount of wave oscillations in a given time, as against wavelength specifies the distance between two specific points on a wave. Here is my bibliography, and thank you for watching.